Welcome back to the Wellness Edition podcast. I'm your host, Britt, and today I'm joined with a very special guest, the one and only, but irrelevant, Stat Man.
I really appreciate the warm introduction. I'm really excited to be here. Over the 20 years of knowing you, I've seen a lot of growth, a lot of setbacks, a lot of adversity, a lot of things that I'm really, excited about your future. But I'm first excited to talk about your past and see what we can, make a nice conversation about both of our different paths to where we got up to this point. THs have always been a struggle.
First of all, you need to say who you are. Who are you?
You said who I am. I'm Biceps by Britt's, aka Triceps by Jett, Biceps by Britt's brother, and I am excited to be here.
Really? That's lovely. Have you listened to any of my episodes of my
Yeah,
podcast?
so I actually just finished listening to the last one. I would say right now my favorite one is the one with Diesel. You guys really had a great conversation, and yeah, it was just a very well done.
So, are you a fan of Diesel or me?
Definitely Diesel. I really like the account that he has growing. I actually recently started following him, and I signed this petition for University of Tampa to bring back football because I definitely think it would be great for all involved. The campus is growing, the school's growing, so why not get back to our roots as a football team and knock USF out of the water?
So, this is my podcast, and it is a wellness podcast. How do you bring wellness into your life?
Well, I think it really starts from the minute I wake up. As soon as I wake up, I brush my teeth. I go to the bathroom. I have a great breakfast. Um, if you want me to go into the details, I can. But
Please, please, we don't need the details. Anyway, so you think you're very wellness. Are you more wellness than me?
yeah, I think there's certain aspects of my life where I think I'm in a much better position than you. We don't have to get into those really on this show,
Oh no,
but
no. Let's dive into that. Let's. What do you mean that you are more wellness than me? What do you mean
I
by
think I
that?
have a more balanced lifestyle. Like I do things that um, maybe the typical bodybuilder type like yourself. I don't even know if you call
My
yourself.
body. Oh, you just complimented me. My bodybuilder. I don't think I'm a bodybuilder, but I see
No,
you. Thank you.
your group of people. Maybe you don't watch enough TV or eat as many snacks or do as many activities where you're sitting down instead of standing up.
Sitting is very
As I
bad.
stand up right now, and as you're sitting.
Lock in, Jet. Lock in.
But yeah, I definitely think I'm a fan of certain aspects of your approach. Not a fan of other aspects of your approach, but I think
I know your friends are. Your friends are.
I think life requires balance. I don't think you have any balance.
Well, that's what. What did you say? What did you say?
You
Say
know
it.
the band I've been listening to a lot, Panic at the Disco.
Explain. What do you mean by that?
Just the songs, the lyrics kind of strike
Guys,
me.
Jed never had a panic attack ever in his life, and I have them like every. What is it? What would you say the time like frequency is?
You're probably averaging once a week, I think, at the moment, right?
Once a week at the moment, but lately, like the level of the panic attack has been higher. You would say, like, can you describe to them what my panic attacks look
I mean,
like?
I've never actually seen one happen like full throttle in person, but
Right.
from what I've heard, one, two, three, breathe, four, five, six, breathe. Um, I've heard that it's from what I've heard, and I'm not knocking anyone out there that has mental health issues or suffered from panic attacks, but it's definitely a very serious issue, and um, I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Anyways, let's move on from that. We'll touch back with that later. But the main episode or the main topic for this episode is that Jet is going to be interviewing me and asking me questions because my lifestyle now is so different from when I was growing up, and he saw me in a different way when I was younger, and how now he like doesn't approve of anything that I do because he thinks it's very different, very odd and unbalanced. But that's his opinion, but it definitely has swayed a bit from childhood, so it's just gonna be interesting to see the difference.
Let's start off with a softball question, just to get this Wednesday afternoon conversation off to a good start. What is one food that you ate then, like years ago, that you would never touch now? I'm sure there's a lot, but one that comes to mind right away.
Okay. The first thing that came to my mind was those pizza bagels that we used to always eat, like the frozen
Oh, the
ones.
pizza bites
Like
or
I
pizza
could
bagels? Yeah.
remember, yeah, I could remember the smell and the taste of that frozen, like flash frozen pizza bagel. And that I just know for a fact is just not real sauce, not real dough, not real cheese. Like there's no way that's just like edible. But like I just could remember that taste and that just makes me want to vomit, honestly.
Well, that's fair. I mean, I guess the thing with that is as bad as the ingredients are for many people out there, it's just a simple thing to eat after a long day of cheerleading or a long day of getting cut at a dance team. It's just a nice thing to come back.
Was that a little personal? I just sounds like it hits too close to home. But let's talk about when you got cut. 2 times. Or was it three times? I thought it was two. Oh, you never made varsity. That's what it was. So
uh,
you got cut, but then you never made it to varsity, right?
for college or high school?
Both.
I never got cut from high school.
Well, you never even won varsity in high school?
No, no, I was.
But you never made varsity at UT, right?
No,
Sorry.
that's okay.
I see a tear. Anyways, I got cut so many times too. I think for some reason we just kept getting cut, and
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
I think we should recenter this discussion back on what I came here for today.
You
Um,
mean you're upstairs? Yeah, guys. Fun fact: Jett is in his room. Clearly, it's like all sports. Yeah, and I'm downstairs in this lovely living room
yeah.
because just it shows the difference between us already in that sense. Like just his room, the room I chose, but it is our is. All right, Jett, go back upstairs. Okay, Jett. Guys, I'm the older sibling sometimes. It's just like it's so hard because he's just so immature and so young and has no idea what's going on in the world.
But back to
Anyway,
questions.
yeah, back to you're sweating.
So, what would you say the turning point for you was when you kind of shifted gears into someone?
Are you having a panic attack? What? What?
No, I was gonna say it was someone that shifted into a chubby.
Oh yeah, can we talk about that, guys? I wasn't like obese, but there's like this one photo of me that we were somewhere. Where was that? Baltimore? Like
No, Cincinnati. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, like full. I had a beer belly when I was younger, but like that's just like normal wear and tear when you're younger. But like, Jett knew me when I was a little. What would you say? Not fit,
I mean, you had a lot of baby fat, I
baby
guess.
fat, but also like that. Also sounds like a lot like what I was eating, and I had no idea what I was eating. And I think the more I got older, I just wanted to like feel better, look better. And I don't think anything's wrong with that, with change. And a lot of people in our family always tell me, oh, you used to do this, you used to eat that. Why don't you do that anymore? Like, I think it's good that I change and evolve. Like, why would I want to feel like shit still when I wasn't feeling amazing when I was younger? So it's just like evolving and growing and just learning. And
So what was the turn? What day? What day was the turning point for you?
I don't know like the specific day, but I just remember during COVID, I was like, I need to change my whole entire life right now and today. Like, that's like how I remember feeling.
Who is someone besides me that really influenced this change? Whether it be someone in our family or an author that you like, or someone on social media, or Cody, or anybody.
Cody's our dog, so definitely not. Um, well, I mean, before I switched to like how I eat now, like I guess you could call it the animal-based diet, which I kind of get annoyed when people say that now because it's such a trend and it's not something new. Like people have been eating that for years. Just somehow social media has taken it and made it look glamorized and whatever. But I remember Rich is our dad. Um, I think Paul Saladino, one of his reels, one of his Instagram posts back in like 2020, I would say, like really way before he was that big. And I remember seeing that, and like for some reason, my body was just like, that's it. That's what I need, what to eat and what I need to do. But I think a lot of girls were not eating that way, and it was very like different than most people and I just didn't know where to begin and where to start. But I'm also the type that when I want to do something, I do it in a second. I don't wait around. I just want to instantly just. Why do you have a ruler? Okay, so I think I just that was like the big initial switch. But before that, I remember eating certain ways, like like rice and chicken, salmon and vegetables and fruits, and just very standard, typical American diet. Nothing unusual, nothing like weird. But then again,
Do you miss any of those foods?
people ask me that all the time. I really don't. Most of the foods I'm eating currently now, as in like October 9th, 1:25 p.m., I'm feeling great. But prior to that, I was having lots of cravings. And once I switched back to how I originally used to eat, I feel much better. But you remember when I was doing the carnivore diet, I always wanted like a sweet treat. I wanted a cookie. Always had a desire for like sweets. But currently now, like the bulk of my diet is sweets. Like it's all fruit, honey, maple syrup, dates, and I enjoy it. It's really good.
Yeah, so let's do a little test here. So under your table, there are three chocolate chip cookies. Can you resist those cookies, or do you want to take a bite of those cookies right now?
Okay, I think if I was gonna eat it, I would crave a lot more. You don't realize the more you have it, the more you crave it. And I think my taste buds and my cravings have gone away because the less I have it, the less I want it. So there is no desire for me to even want that because I'm thinking like it also comes down to a psychological thing that yeah, this cookie might be good in that 5 seconds, but I'm gonna feel like shit later on. And I've always felt like shit later on. Like I regret eating the cookie, I regret eating the cake. Like, yeah, it's a great instant gratification, but I always remember feeling like shit after. And after you do that for so many different times, you're like, what's the point? So that's my kind of take on that. Like a lot of girls ask me, a lot of people ask me, don't you crave cookies? Don't you crave cake? Don't you want to drink alcohol? But no, because it made me always feel like shit the next day or the like 5 minutes later. So I've like come so far into my senses of feeling good every day. So why would I want to reverse and go backwards and eat like the cookies? Like yeah, it's also my bicycle.
God. God.
Anyways, I just don't see a point. I have like a brain that works in the sense of I want to feel good and eating junk food won't make me feel good in the long term. Short term, sure, it might be fun to indulge, but I always remember feeling like garbage after, so I don't see any point.
Lately, you've been having a lot of, you can call ice cream, but I don't know if you can actually refer to it as ice cream.
It's
Is
ice
that
cream?
kind of is that kind of the replacement to the typical variety of sweets that someone would have as
No,
a
see,
dinner or dessert?
no, you're missing the point. The ice, okay, guys, I'm eating ice cream for bears, and the majority of people that follow me,
Bears?
for bears, that's the brand. I'm a bear.
Uh huh.
Whatever. So it's called ice cream for bears, and the ice cream ingredients are literally like cream, milk, honey, cane sugar, like simple 3, 5 ingredients. That is real ice cream, not the DQ you get, not the ice cream you get from Carvel. It is loaded with artificial dyes, ingredients. So that's not real ice cream. In my opinion, the one I'm eating is real ice cream, and it's nourishing, it's filling, and it does take that sweet tooth if I do have one. So I'll be honest, I don't want anything else besides that. It's good too.
Well, one of the slogans we use a lot in this house is everything is good in moderation, and
I don't
everything.
believe in that. I do not believe in moderation. There's no fucking point. I'll be honest. Okay, I used to drink alcohol my freshman year in college, and
In high school.
yeah, I didn't drink in high school. I never did, whatever. But I would drink in college freshman year, and it was, I guess, quote unquote, moderation and that balanced lifestyle. Like I was eating good, but also drinking. And I felt awful. Like there's no way that you could work out, eat healthy, but then go on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, drink so much. It's going to cancel out everything. So the whole moderation balance approach is stupid. It's just like, in my opinion, if I want something so badly, I'm gonna lock in 100%, and there's nothing that's gonna change my mind about it. So moderation, like people always say, like one cookie won't hurt you, one this won't hurt you. Yeah, it won't hurt me. It won't hurt me at all. But in my mind and the way I think, I'm like, what's the point? I don't see a point.
Where did you
Develop that thinking.
learn to develop that mentality?
I don't know, but I just think
Because it's not me.
no, I know you were very opposite because he like loves his sweets and he loves his cookies, which I don't knock that. It's just different the way that I think our brains work. I think also over the years, I used to cheat and have a lot of junk food, but I think I've come to the conclusion every time I would have that, I would feel awful. So I've like learned from that like repetitive cycle, and I'm happy that I'm off of that cycle because it was like kind of torture. Like I would eat really good for a while, then cheat, and then I would feel like shit. So it's like back and forth. Like why can't I just feel good 100% instead of going back and forth a lot? Yes.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Let me look at my notes here.
Can we
What
compare?
are
Nope.
this is what I got. Yeah, what are some of the reasons that you've toned down your exercise in terms of strength training as of late, and how have you approached telling your big group of fans about this because they've been so dedicated to waiting for your workout videos?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't really been very honest or vocal about what has like been going on in like the whole workout realm side of me. I like share bits and pieces, but I think I got a little too obsessed to working out, which I mean, it was everything to me. Like when even when I got injured, you remember I was like it was hard for me to not work out. And
Hmm.
I've always just been very active from like sports. Growing up in the neighborhood, we would just play in the streets, and it's just always been a big part of me. And then as I got older, I just wanted to do every single fitness exercise and workout category. So I went from like training like a bodybuilder type style workouts to then doing Pilates and cycling. I was doing yoga. I've done like every workout, every sport. I like it a lot. But then I think there came a point like as I got older, my body was like, what the fuck? Like, you cannot be doing cycling, Pilates, working out. Like my body is getting confused too. Like, am I gonna be a bodybuilder? Am I gonna be into Pilates? Like it was a lot on my body to take. And I think also over the summer I was doing a lot between like the Instagram page, I had a job, I had an internship, a lot of stress on my body on top of working out because working out does put a little stress on your body and it can be make you inflamed and stuff. So I would say it kind of turned when I first started getting into working out a way to relieve stress, but for some reason lately it has caused more stress. And my body was already in a state of fight or flight mode, and I think working out was just triggering it even more. So it was very hard in the past few weeks because I just always resorted to working out as a stress relief, but I had to come to the conclusion that it was triggering my stress maybe and my anxiety even more. And it's very difficult for me to like rest. Like all I want to do 24/7 is do something. So I actually took the last 2 weeks off of like no training whatsoever, barely even walked. I just been doing yoga, lots of breath work, and I think my body really needed that. Like it just was overly doing too much between not just working out, but just in college I do a lot too, and I think my body was just burnt out. My brain was burnt out. So, yeah,
So
that's and
what have you learned from going to a place where you were doing way too many things to a place now where you're not doing too many things, and what's like the proper balance between the two?
it's very hard because I still in the back of my mind I'm like, whoa, like what are you doing? Like you should be working out. Like that's like your whole brand, that's your whole image. And I just have to like be okay with the fact that it's okay to rest and I'll get back to that lifestyle hopefully eventually, but maybe not. Like I don't know if it's in my journey, in my path. Like it's kind of interesting like from my injury to this, like it's little signs telling me slow the fuck down, like you don't need to do so much. But I do love it, and I think that building my body this way has opened up so many opportunities and so many doors, but it might be a different journey in the next few months, next few years. I don't know, but the goal as of today is that I want to rest and take the time to kind of slow things down, but eventually get back into that hardcore training because if I'm fueled properly, if I'm rested properly, I think there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to train like that. Like I'm still very young. I wouldn't say I cannot do it. I mean, I just have to just take care of myself a little bit better in other areas.
Awesome.
Thank you.
My final question, and then I gotta run
Yeah, I'm done.
downstairs.
I'm like having like yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to my podcast and answering all my questions. This was really an insightful experience for me to learn about you no information I didn't already know, but it was for the brand. So
Brand. And I don't know what's gonna come with like the rest of everything. I have no idea.
is this a goodbye?
No, 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 no. It's like it's no, like I'll be honest. When I started the platform, I was like very into like bodybuilding, hardcore training, and heavy lifting, and I do miss that a lot. But I'm tired, I'm burnt out, and I want to get back into it. But for now, I don't know. I have no idea.
So where can we find you on social media these days?
I'm actually everywhere. Instagram at Biceps by Britt, TikTok at Biceps by Britt, X at Biceps by Britt, but don't follow me on X because I probably do expose everybody on there. It's like a private little thing I use.
What
Like
about
no one.
Telegram?
Oh, Telegram is like top secret. Also, that's only for like the real ones. But Instagram, my main platform.
And why are my shoulders like this? Are you able to tell me?
Relax your shoulders, please. There you go. And yeah, I need to go outside and walk because my brain hurts right now.
Okay.
Bye. Wait, can we do like a little flex? Like, let's just compare who's bigger. Like, let's see. Like, who's bigger? Guys, like, isn't that crazy that his younger sister has bigger arms and bigger biceps? Oh. All right. Bye, guys.